morning, church. I'm Sarah Grant, and I work with young adults and worship. And today's Daily Hope is from John 3:8. It's when Jesus is talking with Nicodemus, and he says at one point in 3:8, he says, "The wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear its sound, but you cannot tell where it comes from or where it is going. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit." And it just speaks to this mystery of the workings of the Holy Spirit. And Nicodemus doesn't understand. He doesn't understand. He's like, "What do you mean we have to be born again? How do we do that?" And Jesus is like, "You're a teacher of the law. Like you should understand this." But it's not a rebuke as much as it is like, here, come in closer to this invitation of like understanding more of who God is. And it reminds me a lot of Ezekiel 36:27, when it says, "And I will put my spirit in you and move you to follow my decrees and be careful to keep my laws." And I love it. It's talking about the movement of the Holy Spirit. And that's exactly what he's talking about in 3:8. The wind, he's comparing the Holy Spirit to the wind. The wind blows wherever it pleases. You hear it moving. You see the fruit of it. You see what's happening, but you don't necessarily see the wind, right? Just like you don't really see the Spirit, except for the fruit of it. We see the fruit of the Spirit through those who listen and are willing to move with the Spirit. We are drawn into this mysterious relationship with the triune God, who he moves us into new ways of being. And that's the only way that we can really encounter a new way of being. We can't really muster that up for ourselves, and everybody kind of tries to, but there's something that takes place that is very different. There's a true way of being. It's who we truly are, coming alive and moving into a new way when we're listening and we're moving with and yielding to the Spirit's movement. And so that's my prayer for us as a church, that we would be a curious people, that we would have our eyes open and our hearts willing to move with the Spirit, that we would be expectant that the Spirit's going to move, and that we would just stay ready to do something new, to have a new spirit put in us, that God's way is different than the way that we think it might be. The timing might be different. The people around us, it might be different than what we thought it would be. But there is something that we're drawn into this mystery. And that's what I think we're invited into today through this passage. So be blessed today, church, and we'll see you tomorrow for another Daily Hope.